all of that has to do with people seeing it. My own podcast is literally me answering all the questions of all the people that I've gotten over the years. I have literally an Apple Note list with little check off dots, the little check off things. And it's probably, if I printed it, maybe 10 pages long of just bullet point after bullet point after bullet point. Because the podcast is so short, I've taken something like websites and broken it down into, let's say branding or your homepage, but then your homepage has like 5 points to it. And so then the podcast is like one of those points. So it's really getting granular. And I've found that my podcast actually does better with my inspirational content, which I think is kind of funny. My inspirational podcasts are the most listened to that I have. They get the most traction, but I've also just realized that it's having my own podcast, being on podcasts, putting out social media, having a good website, sending out emails, doing the occasional blog on my website or LinkedIn, putting out different products at different times of the year. All of that has to do with people seeing it. And when someone comes to you and they say, I heard you on a podcast, they didn't just hear you on a podcast. They heard you on a podcast. They looked up your social media. They looked up your website. They asked their friend about you. Then you popped up somewhere else because of algorithms. Like, it's not just one thing. And so for me, having a podcast, it was just another link in that chain of, hey, these are all the things that I'm everywhere that I am, so that you have the opportunity to see me and make a decision about me without it just being, well, I heard that person on a podcast and then I walked away and immediately forgot about it.